Hello, hello. Welcome back from the holidays. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Talion Trevier here with another speed paint. Hang on, let me double check that my streams are good. I think we're okay. All right. Yeah. Hi. This week we've got something a little bit different. Last time on the speed paint challenge wheel, we got round two, which is going to be our first attempt at the round two, which basically means that we get to take a previous speed paint and give it one more hour. This is the one I picked. I think this was a really fun one, but really, really challenging. This is just a very complicated scene here, and there's definitely a lot lacking. So I am very excited to be able to spend another hour on it. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Oh gosh, stream is apparently unstable. Is there something wrong with my network? Uh-oh. Hmm. That's not good. I have like 28% dropped frames. Lovely. Well, I think it's sort of kind of going at least, so I'm gonna get started and hope the stream behaves itself. Right. I don't even know where to start. The kind of annoying thing about this is that this one is almost entirely on one layer. So it's going to be a little bit hard to edit things, but I'll do what I can. Um, One thing I actually kind of want to do is mess with like the overall proportions of stuff. It might be a little difficult again because it's kind of all on one layer, but I'll see what I can do. I think I am going to try color picking some stuff from the image, which I don't normally do, but in this case, like I don't have the color history, so oh well. I think I want to adjust this first. This is also kind of not exactly the color I want it to be too. I think I want to go more blue. And let's start with a little bit darker, I think. I'm on the right layer, yeah. Just wanted to double check. I think it's getting kind of desaturated because it's getting blended with other stuff, so I'm just going to take a more saturated color. Just kind of widen that a little bit. Why am I so bad at drawing straight lines? I feel like this is still like not quite the color I want it to be. It's getting there though. The network issues are still happening. I don't know if the stream is okay. I'm going to keep going for now. It doesn't say that it's disconnected or anything, so I guess we'll see. Okay, cool. Then I also want to adjust this stuff here. Bring it out wider. And also, I think getting a little bit of darker colors in there is going to be helpful. Not that. Cool. While we're here, I guess let's see what we can do here. Because this bit got kind of weird. We need something lighter. That's not quite right, I don't think, but maybe if I go back to a watercolory brush, I can put in some... Oh gosh, there's like so much stuff happening, so many details in there. It's going to be really hard to get stuff in there. Let me see if I can even try to parse how I was trying to do it here. Although maybe I should just ignore that and just redo the entire thing. That's definitely an option. So like I have this bit hanging down here, and then these, and then yeah, it's here. There's like, oh boy. Yeah, the placement of these things is all weird. Actually, I think the placement of all of this is kind of off. Because like this hanging bit is all too far to the right. I wonder if I should just move it. I can't, maybe I should. I don't normally do this in these speed paints, but how much do I need to move? Maybe even all of this stuff too. You know, I'm just going to take this whole chunk, copy paste it, and then move it all over like... Is that too much? Like that, I guess. And then I think I can probably take this bit and move it even more. Actually, so this should go underneath. That's the reason that I actually copy pasted it instead of just moving it normally. Oh, oops. Okay, I guess I'll keep that on top, but then I can like erase stuff from there. Oops. That would go about here. Yeah. No, you know what? I do want to put that underneath, but I guess I would have to erase this bit. Okay, I don't know if I want to keep them as separate layers or put them back together at some point. Unsure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them back together. Although, I don't know. Maybe not. You know what? I'm actually going to select that, and no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to select this, and then I can just delete from here. No, that is also not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was actually put this one on top and then delete that. From this one. There we go. There we go. That is the way that I wanted to arrange things. Okay, now let's fill back in these portions that we kind of lost. Maybe let's color pick something from here. Although maybe not quite that one. This needs to be much higher though. Let's just sketch that in kind of. Okay, I guess first of all, let's get this bit. Or that's on this layer now, right? That should be kind of lower. And now this one should be higher. That should be going up to like here about. Let's get a different brush for that. Yeah. Straight lines, my greatest enemy. This is too dark for what I'm trying to do. Hard to tell what's what there. I think this is sky peeking out. Not entirely clear. Just gonna fill that in for now, maybe. Maybe widen this one actually. This arch here, I mean. Although, no. Maybe widen it the other way, actually. Okay, we're getting places. Where was my darker blue there? Well, I have a lot of darker blues. Question is which one I want to use. Maybe let's try putting in a little bit of the darkest one. For just some extra bits of shadow in various places. So I know there's a banner hanging here, but we might get to that later. That's not a high priority right now. Like that, and then we really want to get something lighter. Go with like a cream sort of color. Get our thick brush back. Ah. This part is really going to need to get darkened up. It also, I think, needs to be just like bigger in general. And just like darker in general, I guess. Okay, so there's that. I did some adjusting on this. I wanted to do some more adjustments in here. I also want to get this more purpley, I think. Oh, my eyes are like watering all of a sudden. Ooh, what is going on? Yeah, look at these nice purples. Widen this bit, I think. Hey, Feather Dust. Welcome to the stream. And hello, MV Patriot. We're making progress over here. It's great that you do these background studies. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. It's I don't normally draw a lot of backgrounds, so it's very much not my area of expertise. But, you know, I figured if I never draw them, I'm never gonna improve. So, you know, gotta start somewhere, I guess. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to do that with the yellow. I meant to do that with the purple. And this does kind of, wash out the values a little bit, but that's okay. I'll come back with more values. I think I might just do that now, actually. Or do I want to do the yellowy one? Maybe I want to put the yellow back in here. The one you drew looks more ethereal. Thank you. So this, I don't know if you've been here for these speed paints before, but the way it works is that I have 1 hour to redraw the reference image. So my first attempt was very, very rough. Today's is actually round 2. So I have special extra conditions that I get by spinning a wheel. And last week the wheel told me, and of course I always have to follow the wheel. The wheel told me to take in a previous speed paint and give it a second hour. So that's what we're doing today. We're going into hour 2 on this one, which I don't normally get to have. So that's very exciting. So I'm definitely taking my time a lot more on this one than I normally do when I have a 1 hour limit. Because, like, we're already starting with something halfway acceptable. We're just polishing it up into something more acceptable. First time here and I just subbed. Do you play Genshin though? Well, thank you for subbing and thank you for checking out the channel. I play Genshin in my off time. I don't play it on stream. So, no Genshin gameplay on here. The art looks entertaining. Thank you. So yeah, I do these speed paints like every week. Well, I try to do them every week. In practice, they're not every week. So normally they are a little bit different from this one, because this one I'm already starting with 1 hour of work. Whereas this would be the finale of most streams. I probably shouldn't spend too much time just on this corner here because I still have lots of stuff to look at elsewhere um in the whoa! I totally forgot I'd moved the layers. So, oops. We can put in the detail in here and stuff too. Sure, why not? Oh man, I really want to fix this wheel thing too. Go for like a brown, I guess, because this got a little bit out of hand, I think. Oops. Hmm. I hope you'll draw the giant harp in the Sea of Bygone Eras from the Waypoints POV. Which was the giant harp? I have some of the. I do generally take these from the Waypoints, so I have a bunch of them. I have not done the Sea of Bygone Eras yet, but I will probably get there eventually. You're free to request things, by the way. I I can't guarantee I'll get to it anytime soon, but I might get to it eventually. We are actually already 20 minutes into this speed paint, so I should maybe hurry things up a little bit more. Yeah, no, I know the Sea of Bygone Eras region. I just wasn't sure what you were referring to specifically with the waypoint with the harp. I just haven't looked at that one in a long time. I'm sure I would recognize it if I saw it. Um, so I do need to put actually some more of the blue like shading on here because I'm getting a little bit too carried away with all these yellows now. So okay, before I get too carried away, I do want to do stuff in down here and in here because there's definitely a lot of definition that's missing. Um, I also kind of wanted to move this whole thing, but maybe that's not as important. Let's see, what did I want to do here? So first of all, the colors here are very much off. Like I kind of like this color actually. It's much bluer than the shadows here, where these shadows are kind of darker and more muted. So maybe I don't want to get rid of it completely. The other thing that I would actually really like to do is lower the like horizon line, or I don't know if you would even call it a horizon line here, but you know, like where um where the ground meets the walls. I think I actually put mine a little bit too high. Unfortunately, I do still have a limited amount of time, and I think moving all that would actually require redrawing too many other things. So I might just keep it as is. It doesn't look great, but I think it'll do. Okay, what color do I want to make this? I think I want to keep it a nice blue, but I think I just need to darken it. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think that color is actually pretty good. I cannot draw straight lines. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to make like this shadow a straight line and stuff, and it's just like it's not gonna happen. I think part of it is that I draw this like at the very bottom of my canvas, and so like I have to have my hand like awkwardly at the edge of my tablet. Oof. It's very weird. But yeah, darkening this will definitely help. I think like this will basically be the edge there. And you know what? I can use that for here too. This side of this like wall. Actually, I should probably use the thicker brush for that. I also didn't really put in any of the foliage last time because I just really didn't have time for anything. So it would be nice to get that in. But first, oh, hey, don't, what is happening? Oh boy. I wanted to switch back to the watercolor brush. Marianne's home in the World Quest 2. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places. I don't know if you checked out my channel page yet, but I have, oh gosh, I think I'm just messing things up right now. I have a whole playlist of these with a whole bunch of areas that I've already drawn. Okay, let's fix up these lines that I kind of screwed with. Let's just color pick what I had there before. 1 second. Okay, sorry. What was I doing? Right. What do I do with these lines? Oh gosh, I really didn't get the shape of these correct. I might actually move my canvas, which I don't normally do, by which I mean just doing this a little bit. Because just I like to have the whole thing up. I think it makes for better viewing. But it would be just easier for me to draw. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? So this actually, yeah, I want to put it like that. Not the right color I want to use, but this is a better color. That's an okay color. I actually kind of don't like that it's not as vivid as the color I had originally, but oh, this is going to be a struggle. I have to put this basically to this corner. Considering that I cannot draw straight lines or smooth curves, which is basically the same thing as straight lines, really. Okay, let's get our light color back. Oh gosh, why is this so hard? Is that better? I feel like that color in the middle there is not quite right. Oh gosh. Okay. I think it's getting somewhere. I want to get in the darker bits as well, which I guess darker, let's maybe push it more towards the purples too. Oh gosh, I think my program is like lagging. What's happening? Hello, computer? Computer, please do not freak out on me. My lines are still like not lining up correctly. It should be like over here. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is completely wrong. Also, this, I don't like this color. Maybe like that. Is that a better color? That's maybe too dark, but it's close enough. There, I think that placement is the best I've had so far. Do I want to use this color elsewhere? I don't know. Let's see. So let's polish out this a little bit. Clean up my wiggly lines. And this border should actually be pushed up to there. Nice. Looking good. Okay. The light part there also got kind of demolished. So let's try to put it back. Okay, whatever. Let's get rid of that for now. Trying to like make this smoothly go into the, there we go. Or rather, there we go. So there's that, and then we'll put back our this color, which should be going like all the way into the corner there. Not quite right. There's so many stripes here. I'm having to keep track of all of them. Which, again, is not something I normally do when I'm on more of a time crunch, but because I have time today, oh gosh, I'm just making it worse, I feel like. Okay, I think that'll do for that. Let's see. I want to do stuff with this side before I run out of time again. So this I think is too blue. I think we need to get some sort of warmer colors in there. I think I'm going to start with the blue. I think the trick is actually mostly to just make it less saturated. So kind of like that. Catch you another time. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, I think this was kind of too blue. Oh gosh. My computer's like kind of lagging again. Very annoying. Kind of in the middle of something right now. Okay, that came out weird. Can I draw a straight line for once, please? Thank you. I guess that'll kind of do. Um, let's see. We can get this lighter. Let's actually get more blue in there. I should probably not be doing that with this brush. I think the watercolor brush would be better for stuff like this. Take another look at this. Where do we really need to get stuff? It would be nice to get the greenery and stuff in here because we are missing a lot of that. Let me colors this stuff into. There's something very off about this. Yeah, I think this area ended up being too short because this front area is too tall. It went too high. So now this stuff is like all weird. Maybe I can just lower this. Oh gosh, my computer's like acting up. There's like some weird lag happening. Okay, this I actually probably should use the thick paint brush for. Get some of these like shadows deeper. But then also in the back there's some more light. What do I have for that? Maybe something like this. Like that. What else? What else? Oh, I really wanted to put some more work into here. You know what? First, maybe let's put in some greens. Just maybe take some green colors that I had lying around from other stuff. And just kind of get some greens in there. So there's some green. There's some green up on like here. What even is this? Yeah, I didn't really have this thing here at all. Yeah, there's just like little areas of green kind of around the whole place. And I think even if like I don't necessarily draw in all the ledges that the greenery is on, I think having the greenery there will kind of imply their existence and will give me kind of more detail than I'm actually drawing in. You know what I mean? So I can imply detail without necessarily having to draw every goddamn little thing, which is always very nice. So we have all of this stuff. We have these taller trees. It's not the correct place. I think that's a decent color for like the top highlight part of the tree, and then I'll get a darker color for the base of it. And this one will definitely need a much, much brighter color for the highlight. In fact, no, this isn't green enough. I need something like this. Okay, then maybe that's too much. That's decently close. I think we need to go bluer on this. And probably darker. Really, really blue. Maybe even use this for this tree too. Yeah, that works for this tree. All right, we've got some trees. Let's see. Can I use this for other stuff? I wanted to also do something with this. Just get some more like blues in there. Make it a little bit more saturated. Although up here it's much purpler. Where was my purple? I have several purples, I guess. Let's go for like purple. Oh my god, why do I keep missing? I do that and then bring our blues back in. These blues are like not doing it for some reason. All right, whatever. Right, I wanted to put some more work into this thing. We are really kind of running low on time. Here, let's do a real quick comparison of original versus now. It's definitely changed. That's pretty cool to see. Yeah, so the main thing is that I didn't get dark enough with these thingies. Is this going to be an okay color? I think we need to go just like more brown. Oops, wrong layer. This is the layer with the big thingy on it. I almost kind of want to go for a pen tool. This is going to be so hard because these are so delicate and you really have to like get them correctly positioned. And as we've already established, I cannot draw lines. Okay, so that's better. Now can we maybe get some highlights on some of these? Okay, there's also just kind of green like reflecting onto it from everywhere. Partially because of its like green or I guess kind of teal lights, maybe partially because of the grass and stuff around. Hard to say. Um, maybe get a little bit of this stuff going in there. So this has to be like on the underside of this ring. So I have to get it like super exact. Is that gonna work is the question. I think it's working. I think it's working. Look at that, go me. Okay. A little bit of this just to get some of that in there. Okay, cool, cool. Maybe even do the little spiky bits on the bottom here. Sure, that's working. Okay, yeah, do we need to do anything else in the middle thing? There's like these glowy bits. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can do kind of behind this. There was like this kind of distorted form of some of these background elements. Oh! Wrong layer. I guess that would be this layer that has these pillars and stuff on it. All right, that's close enough for the pillars, I think. What else do I want to do? This area still feels a little bit bare. I mean, there's not much here. There is this like plant here and this street lamp or whatever it is. There's the banners. It would be nice to put in the banners. Maybe I should do that. It's like one over here. Whoops, wrong layer. Should be a little bit darker, but not so dark that it completely disappears into here. This is not the right color at all. Is that? That's also not the right color at all. It needs to be more saturated. That's too saturated, I think, probably. Is that? That's maybe the right color. All right. Is it going to work for the other ones, though? No. No, it is not. But that's okay. So there's two that are kind of overlapping here, and that's going to be awkward. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. Actually, these all just need to be much lighter because these are in the light. Sure, that works. Okay. we can get, what was our darker color? Maybe this one. And shade these a little bit. This one especially. Okay, here we go. We have some banners. Oh, we can put in, are these, I think these are like arches underneath this thingy. So we can try to put those in. I don't know what would be a good color for that. Let's just maybe color pick from here. We can take one of these darkish colors. Oh yeah, and I just noticed there's another banner back here. Do we care about these other banners? Maybe. I guess we might as well put them in. Like one here and like one over here. Not super important. What else? What else? There's a bunch of stuff happening in here we can try to do something with, maybe. Mm. There's this stuff. There's need to get something darker, maybe this. Oh yeah, there's like some sort of, I don't know if that's a clock or just some sort of mechanism, something or other over there. Some kind of tower thingy here. Just getting some more details in here. We're nearly out of time, but you know, we can try to put some more stuff. There's like some kind of thingies here. Oh yeah, more tree. Why is this tree not coming out right? Okay, trees are happening. We can put some more like highlight over here maybe. Maybe try to put some more like sort of depth in here. Oh gosh, no, that's it's getting blended with the tree. Oops. I do not want that to happen. There's this building. Oh, we can try to get its roof in. Get like a darker color. I don't really know what sort of color this is, but there's stuff happening over there. Actually, there's some darker stuff happening over there. I think that's like the entrance to this building. It's like a little bit darker. Okay. Stuff is happening. It would be nice to get this area a little bit better. You know what? Maybe we have time to add some more highlights at least to the gold bits, because those are definitely lacking. Um, Maybe just put some yellows over here just for a bit of pop. That's not really working. It's not doing what I want it to do. Hmm. I feel like I kind of made it worse. I don't know. Um, and then this whole area is kind of a mess. Can we actually maybe clean some of these lines up a little bit? I mean, they need a lot of cleaning up. I don't know if I can do that, and we have literally 1 minute. Oh gosh. I cannot do straight lines. I cannot do straight lines. Where's my like purpley color? I completely lost it. I think it was this one. I should probably be doing this with a watercolor brush instead. Straight lines, please. I just want some straight lines. Just a few. Okay. I think we should probably call it here. We are about at time. Whew, oh boy. Honestly, I kind of feel like I didn't do that much, but I'm sure when we look at it side by side with the original, there will be a noticeable difference. I mean, there already was a noticeable difference when we looked earlier. Oh boy, my hand is kind of sore. uh, that was a little bit tense, huh? Uh, so let me do the value check real quick, see how the values are doing. Yeah, I think there's definitely some spots in here that need more highlighting. I think I made this area better, actually. that was pretty off in terms of values before, but now it's somewhat better. This whole area, on the other hand, I think needs more darks. But still, really cool. Let's check between our original. There's the difference. Wow, look at that. Huh, everything really does pop a lot more, huh? Look at that. So nice. Wow. Well, that was really fun. I feel like I ended up touching almost every part. The one thing I'm actually pretty annoyed about is that I didn't get to touch up these lines here, but again, I'm really bad at lines, so I feel like fixing those would take a really long time, actually. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and do our wheel. All right, wheel time. What do we got for the next round? Hello? Wheel time? Why is the wheel not spinning? I'm gonna refresh it real quick. Here, let's... Come on, wheel. Do your thing, wheel. Okay, here we go. Are we getting another standard? We are. I feel like we've been getting every other one has been a standard, which is strange. But yeah, okay, standard next time. Just a regular old speed paint. Yeah, there's still a couple that we haven't gotten to do yet, so I'm very intrigued to see when we actually get them. So far, we haven't had a single repeat, not counting standard. It's been literally every other stream has been standard and a new bonus challenge. Anyway, that'll be it for today. So as for the schedule going forward, next week we're back to normal schedules. So we'll be picking up where we left off with Of the Devil on Tuesday, and we'll be playing that Tuesday, Thursday, and then next weekend on Sunday is our Speedpaint Sunday, which, according to the wheel, will be just a regular one. So, I hope to see you there. All right, have a good rest of your day, guys. Hope you enjoyed. That was a really fun one. All right, bye-bye.